The United States currently has a visible military presence in Guyana. What began as medical and advisory missions has grown into a broader partnership, shaped by regional tensions, especially with neighboring Venezuela. In 2025, nearly 60 U.S. military medical professionals deployed to Guyana as part of the LAMAT mission. Their focus: collaboration and training with local hospitals and clinics. Meanwhile, the U.S. Army's Security Force Assistance Brigade has conducted multiple joint training exercises with the Guyana Defence Force since 2022. These missions aim to strengthen Guyana's defense capabilities through long-term advisory deployments and strategic planning. Washington and Georgetown have deepened military ties. Joint training, intelligence sharing, and new defense agreements underscore U.S. support for Guyana. With Venezuela making renewed threats over the disputed Essequibo region, U.S. officials have issued explicit warnings. An attack on Guyana will bring consequences. Support for Guyana extends beyond its borders. Trinidad and Tobago has granted U.S. forces access to its territory for defensive missions. At sea, the U.S. has mobilized a significant presence. In August 2025, 3 destroyers, amphibious ships, and thousands of troops were deployed off Venezuela's coast in a major show of force. The buildup is part of a wider regional strategy. Around 300 U.S. troops recently joined exercises with Colombia's military, including advanced air power training and simulated combat missions. With U.S. troops now active in both Guyana and Colombia, Washington has effectively placed forces on Venezuela's eastern and western borders. Over 4,000 U.S. Marines and sailors are stationed in the southern Caribbean. This includes destroyers, amphibious vessels, surveillance aircraft, and even an attack submarine. While officially described as anti-drug operations, analysts note the strategic value. Venezuela is now encircled from land and sea. Alongside its military posture, the U.S. has intensified anti-narcotics missions. In May and July 2025 alone, Coast Guard and Navy operations seized thousands of pounds of cocaine and marijuana, worth tens of millions of dollars. These interdictions are part of a larger campaign, with the U.S. working alongside partners like the Netherlands and Canada to crack down on smuggling routes through the Caribbean. Drug trafficking remains a lifeline for Venezuela's economy, generating over $8 billion annually. Despite recent seizures, most shipments continue to evade capture. Experts warn, while interdictions haven't yet collapsed Venezuela's economy, sustained pressure could further destabilize the regime, especially as oil revenues and sanctions already strain its survival. Today, U.S. troops are active in Guyana, mainly through medical, training, and advisory missions. But with rising tensions, Washington has positioned military assets across the region. Encircled on land and sea, Venezuela now faces immense U.S. pressure, both through defense cooperation with its neighbors and an expanding naval campaign in the Caribbean.